Imagine this. You've been eating a certain vegetable for years, thinking it's doing wonders for your health. But what if I told you that in excess, this very veggie could actually be worse for you than eating junk food? Sounds crazy, right? But the truth is, some of the most commonly consumed vegetables can cause serious health problems, especially as we get older. It's not that these vegetables are inherently bad, but as our bodies change with age, they may start to do more harm than good. Today we're going to look at 9 vegetables that might seem healthy at first glance, but can actually be a hidden risk to your well-being, especially after the age of 60. We'll explore how these veggies can interact with medications, cause digestive issues, and even trigger inflammation. By understanding their impact, you'll be empowered to make smarter food choices that support your health, rather than sabotage it. As we age, our bodies go through changes that affect how we digest food, how we absorb nutrients, and even how certain foods interact with our medications. A vegetable that may have been harmless or even beneficial in your younger years can suddenly turn into something that causes bloating, heartburn, or worse when you're over 60. This isn't about fearing food, but about being aware and making thoughtful decisions that work with your body's needs. Now, this is where things get interesting. You might be surprised to learn that one of the vegetables on our list is often considered a superfood. It's packed with vitamins and nutrients, and you've probably been told time and again how healthy it is. But for seniors, this particular veggie could be causing more harm than you realize. Stick with us, because we'll get to it in just a bit. I'd love to hear from you. What's one veggie you eat almost every day? Maybe you're a fan of salads, or perhaps you throw some spinach into your smoothies. Drop a comment below and let us know if it's one of the veggies we're going to talk about today. You might just be surprised to see which ones are on the list. And before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. We'll continue to share tips that can make your everyday life better, healthier, and more enjoyable. Let's get into it. 1. Spinach. Spinach is one of those vegetables that often comes up in health discussions due to its high iron content and its reputation as a superfood. For years, we've been told how good it is for us, especially when we want to boost our iron intake. But here's the thing. For seniors, spinach might not always be the best choice. While it's packed with nutrients, there are hidden risks that could cause more harm than benefit, especially if you're over 60. First off, spinach is rich in something called oxalates. These are naturally occurring compounds that, when consumed in high amounts, can increase the risk of kidney stones. If you're someone who's prone to kidney stones or has had them in the past, eating too much spinach could make things worse. But that's not all. Oxalates also interfere with calcium absorption, which is a major concern for older adults who need all the help they can get to maintain strong bones. Without proper calcium absorption, you could be setting yourself up for brittle bones or even osteoporosis over time. Another issue with spinach is its high fiber content. For seniors who experience digestive issues like bloating or gas, spinach can exacerbate those symptoms. If your digestive system is already a bit sensitive, eating raw spinach might leave you feeling uncomfortable or even cause painful bloating. Take Linda, for example. She's 72 and has been eating spinach almost every day for years, believing it was helping her health. But recently, Linda noticed she was experiencing more stomach discomfort than usual, and her joint pain seemed to be worsening. After a visit to her doctor, it turns out that the spinach she loved so much was actually making things worse. The high oxalate content was interfering with her calcium absorption, and her body wasn't getting the nutrients it needed to support her bones. So, what can you do instead? First, you can try switching to steamed spinach rather than eating it raw. Cooking spinach reduces the oxalate levels, making it a safer option. You can also consider swapping spinach for other greens that are easier on digestion, like arugula or kale. Both are packed with nutrients, but are gentler on your system. And don't forget the importance of calcium. If you're worried about getting enough, it might be a good idea to consult with a nutritionist. They can help ensure you're getting the right balance of calcium and vitamin D to support your bone health. By making these simple changes, you can still enjoy spinach without worrying about its potential downsides. Just remember to listen to your body and adjust based on how it reacts. Ducker 2. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are a staple in many diets, found in everything from pasta sauces to salads, and they're often praised for their health benefits. However, for seniors, tomatoes can cause some unexpected issues due to their acidity. While they are full of nutrients like vitamin C and antioxidants, their high acid content can become a problem as we age. As we get older, digestive issues like acid reflux and heartburn become more common. Tomatoes, with their natural acidity, can trigger or worsen these conditions. If you've noticed a burning sensation in your chest after eating a tomato-based dish, you're not alone. For seniors, even small amounts of acidic foods can cause discomfort, especially when the stomach isn't as resilient as it once was. Acid reflux can also interfere with sleep and overall quality of life, making tomatoes a less than ideal option for some. In addition to their acidity, tomatoes are also quite high in potassium. While potassium is essential for heart and muscle function, it can pose a risk when combined with certain medications, particularly blood pressure medications or drugs for kidney function. If you're on medication that affects your potassium levels, eating too many tomatoes could put you at risk for complications like potassium overload, which can affect your heart and overall health. Take John, for example. At 65, he loved his daily pasta with tomato-based sauce. However, in the past few months, he started experiencing frequent acid reflux, bloating, and discomfort. After speaking with his doctor, he found out that his beloved tomatoes were to blame. The acidity was aggravating his acid reflux, and the potassium was interacting with his blood pressure medication, causing additional complications. So, what can you do if you love tomatoes but want to avoid the risks? One option is to choose low-acid tomatoes, which are less likely to trigger digestive discomfort. You can also add herbs like basil or oregano to your dishes to enhance flavor without relying on tomatoes' acidity. Cooking tomatoes can also help to lower their acidity, making them gentler on your stomach while still providing plenty of nutrients. By making these simple adjustments, you can continue to enjoy tomatoes without the discomfort that might come with them. It's all about finding the right balance and understanding how these foods interact with your body. 3. Kale. Kale is often hailed as a superfood, and for good reason. It's packed with nutrients like vitamins A, C, and K. But for seniors, kale may not always be as super as it's cracked up to be. While it's a great source of fiber and antioxidants, there are hidden risks that can affect your health, particularly if you have certain underlying conditions. One of the main concerns with kale is its content of goitrogens. These compounds can interfere with thyroid function, which is a serious issue for seniors, especially for those who already have thyroid problems. Goitrogens can inhibit the thyroid's ability to produce hormones, potentially leading to fatigue, weight gain, and other symptoms associated with thyroid dysfunction. The risk increases with overconsumption, so it's important to be mindful of how much kale you're eating, particularly if you're at risk for thyroid issues. In addition to goitrogens, kale also contains oxalates, which are compounds that can contribute to kidney stones. Just like spinach, consuming too much kale can interfere with calcium absorption, making it harder for your body to maintain strong bones. This is especially concerning for seniors who need to prioritize bone health to prevent fractures and osteoporosis. Take Margaret, for example. At 68, she added kale smoothies to her daily routine, thinking she was doing something great for her health. But after a few weeks, she started feeling unusually fatigued and noticed her skin becoming more sensitive. Concerned, she went to see her doctor, who discovered that the kale was actually interfering with her thyroid function, making her symptoms worse. What she thought was a healthy addition to her diet was, in fact, contributing to her health issues. So, What should you do instead if you love kale but want to avoid these potential risks? The key is moderation. You don't have to eliminate kale from your diet entirely, but it's a good idea to alternate it with other leafy greens that are less likely to cause issues, such as collard greens or romaine lettuce. These alternatives offer many of the same benefits without the risk of goitrogens or high oxalate levels. By making these small adjustments, you can still enjoy nutrient-rich leafy greens without the side effects that could harm your health in the long run. 4. Broccoli. Broccoli is often considered one of the healthiest vegetables out there, packed with vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants. However, for seniors, this nutrient-rich vegetable may not always be as gentle on the body as it seems. While it's great for overall health, there are some factors that can make it a tricky choice for those over 60. One of the main issues with broccoli is its high fiber content, which can lead to digestive discomfort. Specifically, broccoli contains a carbohydrate that can cause excessive gas and bloating, particularly for seniors who suffer from digestive issues like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. If you find yourself feeling bloated or uncomfortable after eating broccoli, you're not alone. For those with more sensitive digestive systems, even small amounts of fiber can trigger uncomfortable symptoms. Additionally, broccoli is high in vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a key role in blood clotting. While vitamin K is important, it can interact with blood-thinning medications, such as warfarin, and alter their effectiveness. For seniors who take these medications, it's essential to maintain a consistent intake of vitamin K, as fluctuations can lead to complications in blood clotting. Eating too much broccoli, which is packed with vitamin K, may disrupt the delicate balance needed for these medications to work properly. Take Sally, for instance. At 70, she had always believed that broccoli was a healthy choice and included it regularly in her meals. However, she started noticing frequent bloating and discomfort after eating it. After a visit to her doctor, Sally learned that the high fiber content in broccoli was exacerbating her digestive issues, and its vitamin K content was interfering with her blood-thinning medication. Her doctor advised her to cut back on broccoli and find alternatives that wouldn't cause these problems. So, what should you do if you love broccoli but want to avoid these issues? One option is to try cooked broccoli instead of raw. Cooking broccoli can make it easier to digest by breaking down the fiber, which can reduce the chances of bloating. Additionally, if you need a gentler alternative, consider substituting with vegetables like zucchini or cauliflower, which provide similar nutrients without the potential digestive distress. By making these simple adjustments, you can still enjoy broccoli in moderation, ensuring it works for your body rather than against it. It's all about listening to your body and finding what works best for your digestive and medication needs. 5. Bell peppers. Bell peppers are often praised for their vibrant colors and high antioxidant content, making them a popular choice for many people looking to boost their health. However, for some seniors, bell peppers can cause unexpected issues, particularly due to their classification as a nightshade vegetable. Nightshades, which include tomatoes, eggplants, and bell peppers, contain compounds that can trigger inflammation in individuals with conditions like arthritis or joint pain. If you already suffer from these conditions, bell peppers could potentially exacerbate inflammation, making your symptoms worse over time. While bell peppers may not directly cause pain, they can act as a trigger for flare-ups, especially when consumed frequently. Bell peppers can also irritate the digestive system, particularly for those with a sensitive stomach or conditions like gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. The natural compounds in bell peppers can cause discomfort, leading to symptoms like heartburn, bloating, and indigestion. For seniors who are already dealing with digestive issues, bell peppers may be best avoided to prevent unnecessary irritation. Take Tom, for example. At 75, he enjoyed bell peppers in salads and stir-fries regularly, thinking they were a healthy addition to his diet. However, after a few weeks of eating them more frequently, he noticed that his arthritis pain seemed to worsen. Upon discussing this with his doctor, Tom found out that bell peppers were likely contributing to his inflammation. After removing bell peppers from his diet, he noticed a significant decrease in his arthritis pain and overall discomfort. If bell peppers are a favorite in your diet but you experience joint pain or digestive discomfort, there are alternatives that may be gentler on your body. You can replace bell peppers with non-nightshade vegetables like cucumbers, zucchini, or squash, which provide similar textures and can add vibrant color to your meals without the potential inflammation or digestive irritation. By making simple swaps like these, you can still enjoy delicious, colorful dishes without the discomfort that bell peppers might bring. It's all about understanding how different foods affect your body and making adjustments that work best for you. While none of these vegetables are inherently bad, being aware of their effects on your body can help you make smarter choices about when and how to include them in your diet. Moderation and mindful preparation are essential. You don't need to completely eliminate these foods, but rather adjust how and when you eat them to better suit your health. For instance, cooking spinach or broccoli can make them easier to digest, and swapping out bell peppers for non-nightshade veggies can reduce inflammation. The core message here is simple. It's about being informed. By paying attention to how your body reacts to different foods, you can make small adjustments that can make a big difference in your overall health and comfort. It's not about being restrictive or fearful of certain vegetables. It's about knowing when to choose alternatives or modify your meals to keep things balanced. Take charge of your health today. Consider these dietary changes as a way to better support your body and prevent unnecessary discomfort. Your body will thank you for the thoughtful adjustments, and you'll feel empowered in making food choices that truly benefit you as you age. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your experiences or any vegetables you found that affect your health in unexpected ways. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with friends or family who could benefit from these tips. It's always great to pass along knowledge that can help others live healthier lives. And of course, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our upcoming senior health tips. We're committed to providing you with valuable insights to help you make the best choices for your health and well-being as you age. You've worked hard for your health. Now let's make sure your food choices are working for you, not against you. Empower yourself with the knowledge to take charge of your health today.